Here we go. Fabulous. Love how you do it.
Fabulous.
Fabulous Blue Bombers.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. The Fabulous Blue Bomber Show.
On Shaw TV, brought to you by Moxie's. Now here are your hosts, Kim Babbage and Brody Jackson.
Hi everybody and welcome to this week's edition of the Fabulous Blue Bomber Show on Shaw TV. I'm Kim Babbage. My good friend and favorite musician, Jay Williams, is on camera. You'll notice Brody Jackson not here with me. He's taken a bye week. Rudy Gower, rockin' Rudy Gower, not on camera. He is also taking the bye week off. Jay and I are bringing you an episode, kind of a look back at what we've done so far this season. Now I know a lot of fans are feeling kind of blue right now, 1-5, not the kind of record we were hoping for in 2012, but look at the sign behind us here. Welcome to the home of the CFL's best fans. And you know what best fans do? They do not jump off the bandwagon when things get a little bit tough. Going gets tough, fans stick around. If we had lost hope for the Jets, they wouldn't have come back, right? That's right. So we're going to keep it strong, we're going to be positive, and we're going to hope for a win when the Bombers get back from the bye week. No doubt they're going to put in a lot of work. So let's stay here as fans, all right? This is what we're doing here on the Fabulous Blue Bomber Show. So it is the bye week, and we are going to give you a look back at the first 5 weeks of the Fabulous Blue Bomber Show on Shaw TV, a few one-minute withs, a few rules clinics. Of course, we do so much more on the show, but just a little look back at some of our favorite segments, and here we go.
1 Minute With, brought to you by Winnipeg U-Drive and Payless Car Rental.
All right, this is 1 Minute With, where you get a chance to meet the members of your Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Today, we're taking 1 minute with Bryant Turner, number 92, defensive tackle for your Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Bryant, you look real hot.
A little. I'm good.
I don't mean in the attractive way, although, I mean...
I was hoping for both, but I'm good.
You're from Alabama, so this is old hat to you, right?
Right. This is a cool day in Alabama. So
God.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Okay, the game against BC, opening game of the season, 4 tackles, 3 sacks. You are no longer on Lulay's Christmas card list. How did you feel about your game?
I felt pretty good. You know, wish we would have won. I would rather have 0 tackles, 0 sacks and win rather than 4 tackles and 3 sacks. But hopefully we'll get that corrected this week.
Love it. All right, so the whole premise is 1 minute. I'm going to ask you questions rapid fire. You're going to fire back as quick as you can. Okay. And we're going to see how this goes, all right?
All right.
All right, Brian. I believe in you, man.
Thank you.
Okay, question number 1. Day off. Ideal day off. No practice, no nothing. What's your ideal day off?
Ice cream.
Yeah.
Marble slabs, preferably, and a movie.
Flavor.
Butter pecan.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. You went off the road a little bit there.
Right.
What can't you leave home without?
My phone, cell phone.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Best friend on the team?
Probably going to go with Jason Baker. Came in together and been together ever since.
What would you guys do together on a day off? Ice cream?
Ice cream for me. Probably go to the beach or something. Probably Birds Hill.
Nice. All right. This one's a little shady. Let's say you see Coach's wallet. Maybe you grab the credit card. You have a chance before he cancels it. What do you buy with Coach's credit card?
Coaches. Which coach are we talking about?
Lapo.
Coach Lapo. What would we use his cup? I'll just probably fill up the tank with it. Gas.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think you get that mad about that. Who doesn't need gas?
Not too bad.
Marvel or DC?
DC.
Batman or Superman?
Batman.
No, Robin. No. It's not for mortals like us to tamper with the laws of nature.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
If you had one superpower, what would it be and why?
Read minds. Just to see what people are thinking.
Are you sure about that one?
Hear what women think.
Whoa, lighten up with that aftershave.
I'm talking personal, private stuff. Oh, dear God.
I'm not sure. That was just a really quick answer I had to put out there real quick.
I don't know that everybody would always like what they hear if they had the ability to read minds, but...
That's true. Let me get a second answer then. The second answer would be fly.
Fly. Perfect. That's mine, too.
Right.
Bryant Turner, appreciate your time. That's 1 minute with Bryant Turner.
Thank you.
The Fabulous Blue Bomber Show steps up to the post. And they're off. At the 40, at the 30, at the 20, at the 10, it's a photo finish. That's your Assiniboia Downs Workhorse of the Week.
It is time now for our Fabulous Blue Bomber Show Workhorse of the Week award. And of course, Brandon Stewart won it last week, and we gave him the task of choosing this week's workhorse. And who did you choose and why?
Damon Washington. Another good return. Cuts back. Luke J. Shell can't bring him down.
I had to choose Damon Washington. You know, he was instant field position for us last week, and you know, he was out there working hard, and he was also in on the dime for us. So I got to give it to the young boy, Damon.
How do you feel about that?
I feel great. I mean, getting it from a vet and Brandon Stewart, I feel great about that.
Now, I have to admit to the fans that it was a tough choice for you.
Yeah, I mean, Turner had 3 sacks. Yeah. That's always hard to go against, but he didn't only help out the defense, he helped out our offense as well with field position. So that's a huge part of the game for me, because I'm a special teams player. So.
Fantastic. So Brandon, thank you for doing this. So Damon, first of all, next week you will choose the workhorse, okay? So after the game, noodle it around in your head a little bit, and you will let us know who wins next week's. But in the meantime, we're going to give you a chance to say hello to, shout out to anybody you would like. So here you go. Here's your shout out. It's like your Academy Award thank you time.
Oh, man, I love this. I want to say thank you to the fans, foremost, and to my teammates and my friends back home, and most important of all, God.
All right, Damon, thank you so much. Here is a Moxie's gift card as well for winning the Workhorse of the Week. That's right.
Food.
Maybe you guys can go together.
Together.
Oh, no, you good. I spent all mine myself. You good, bro. You got it.
All right, boys. Thank you so much. Damon Washington is our Workhorse of the Week.
Get good field position. Here's Washington. Cross midfield. And James Urachuk will bring him down.
The Workhorse of the Week is brought to you by Assiniboia Downs. Open year-round for horse racing, gaming, and dining. Go to asdowns.com for more information.
1 Minute With, brought to you by Winnipeg U-Drive and Payless Car Rental.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter inside. Matthews, touchdown. Another slant pass to Chris Matthews, who has touchdowns in his first 2 weeks in the CFL.
131 yards, 8 catches, 1 touchdown. That was the line of Chris Matthews from the last game there. Did you have a touchdown dance for your first touchdown?
No, I didn't have a touchdown dance. I just pretty much just gave praise to God. You know, that's one person who I need to give it to, and thanking him for everything that I have.
How did it feel having that first touchdown out of the way? It's done.
Great.
35,000 more to go this year.
A whole bunch. Yeah, you just got to work. I just got to keep on working hard.
We got a lot of questions for you to ask to try and get to know you better. Here's one question that we'll start with. On The Notebook, the romantic movie, do you think there's another bomber in here that could probably be watching it that you don't, you know, he wants to hide it, he wants to keep it a secret? What bomber would you think that'd be?
Johnny Sears.
He's ready. Is it because
Hey. Oh, yeah. Look, he be acting all hard. He coming to the locker room like, hey, what's up, man? I caught him one time.
Even in the locker room getting busted.
On Netflix. I should have erased it.
Now you got the Olympics are coming up. Mm-hmm. If you could do any track and field event, which one would be the one that you would dominate at?
Nah. I don't.
Say all of them.
All of them.
What's your go-to television show?
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
Can you do the entire intro?
Not the entire, but I can get a good couple of them. Once I get the song, I'll be like, oh, okay, here we go.
I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel-Air.
Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground, never spend most of my days. Yeah, we're gonna do it here.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
If you have, do you have any nicknames for yourself?
I mean, I don't have none for myself, but people call me C-Mac. That's about it.
I like that one. It's a good one. What do you? What's your go-to barbecue? Like, do you have something that you like to throw on the BBQ?
Yeah, ribs, baby back ribs.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back ribs.
Anything that you can grill, I'm on it.
And you're stuck on the island. Yeah, it's your last day. You're stuck on an island. You can spend it with one person. Who would that one person be?
My girlfriend.
Smooth talking. Not only can he score touchdowns, but he can get the ladies too. Chris Matthews, thanks so much.
Thank you very much, man.
The fabulous Blue Bomber Show steps up to the post. And at the 40, at the 30, at the 20, at the 10, it's a photo finish. That's your Assiniboia Downs Workhorse of the Week.
All right, so last week, our Workhorse of the Week just so happened to be this man right here, Chris Vedgovich. And look at this bad boy. You have the Assiniboia Downs Workhorse in your hand.
Yes.
But you're handing it over. That was a requirement that you were made.
Yes, Chad was actually the runner-up. I picked myself to win it again because I was pretty awesome.
But those weren't the rules, so you knew you had to change.
Apparently Kim Babbage, the queen, has made up her own rules.
She's a strict one at that. So you're handing it off to Chad.
Yeah, Chad. I mean, I never seen that guy broke more tackles than I've made in my career. I mean, he was a beast out there. First CFL game, I thought he ripped it up. So congratulations.
Appreciate
Pleasure,
it, man. Thanks, man. Mean a lot, man.
And that was in-game analysis right there.
Absolutely.
Right in front of
I was there
you.
evaluating. I had a clipboard out and everything.
And you did have a great game. Now this is your chance right now. You get the trophy. This is your like Oscar speech that you can finally make.
Okay.
Is there someone you want to give a shout out to and a thank you?
Yeah, God and my O-line. And of course, him for giving me this, great award. You know what I mean? He didn't have to do that. I mean, that means a lot, seriously.
Well, you get to hang along with so many other trophies you probably have. Do you have a big room with a bunch of trophies?
A little bit, I ain't trying to talk about all that though, I'm a little modest guy. So.
Well, there'll be more questions like that coming up a little bit later on the show as we do 1 Minute with Chad Simpson. And just to let you know too, that now your new requirement is next week you have to pick the new workhorse of the week.
Okay, I'll do that. That's great.
We also got a gift certificate for you too, and you're gonna give it back?
Yeah, give it back.
You're just gonna keep handing it off back and forth.
Back here every week.
Congrats on the workhorse of the week.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
The Workhorse of the Week is brought to you by Assiniboia Downs. Open year-round for horse racing, gaming, and dining. Go to asdowns.com for more information.
It's time now for the Rules Clinic.
I'm Joey Elliott. This is Pierre-Luc Labbé. We're going to talk about roughing the passer for Rules Clinic this week. So first and foremost, roughing the passer is whenever the quarterback gets hit late after he has thrown the football. And as a defender, their job is always to get to the quarterback, so sometimes they don't slow down because he always wants to take my head off if all possible. So as I'm dropping back in the pocket, like so, as my receiver's open, I'm gonna release the football and I'm gonna get hit by the defender. That would be considered roughing the passer. There's also other ways to get the penalty, the flag thrown. So if I'm inside the pocket and the defender goes low, that is also a penalty. He can't go below the quarterback's waist if the quarterback is inside the pocket. As soon as the quarterback becomes a runner outside the pocket,
I can do whatever I want now, pretty much.
He can do whatever he wants. I become a runner. Once I leave the tackle box and I become a runner, he can tackle me however so. But if I'm in the pocket, I have that rule, the quarterback rule, where he can't hit me below the waist. Next thing would be head-to-head contact. So if I throw it and he tries to block the pass, it hits me in the head. Helmet to helmet is another 15-yard roughing the passer rule.
So for us, it's more about timing. It's just about being smart. You don't want to cost 15 yards penalty for your defense, so it's all about being smart. For us, it's going to be the 1-2 step rule. So quarterback.
Repeat that one more time. How many steps?
1-2 step rule. So the quarterback release, 1, 2. Technically, we should be all right. But once again, we got to avoid the head and the knees. So it's got to be between the shoulders and the knees up. So technically, for us defensive players, that's our only rule. So once again, you got to avoid face mask. You got to avoid horse collar too. We're more talking about roughing the passer today. So once again, shoulders and knees, that should be our range.
The defense is definitely in a disadvantage because if I'm a tackle and I'm trying to block him and I turn and throw him into our quarterback and I've already thrown the ball, it's still considered roughing the passer. So if I was a defensive coach, I would tell my defensive players to err on not hitting the quarterback because a 15-yard penalty, and statistically proven that if you have a penalty on a drive, their chances of scoring goes up by like 60%. So they're not going to try to hit the quarterback or take the extra 15 yards. That means our defense has to stay on the field an extra few plays. So I'm Joey Elliott. This is Pierre-Luc Labbé, starting middle linebacker for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And this is our rules clinic on roughing the passer.
Have a good one.
1 Minute with, brought to you by Winnipeg U-Drive and Payless Car Rental.
You may already have one of these number 5 Winnipeg Blue Bombers Simpson jerseys, but this does not belong to Barron Simpson. This belongs to Chad Simpson. So first of all, you've got your workhorse today, which was kind of an exciting start to the day. But I know this wouldn't be the biggest accolade that you've gotten in your career, given that you've played in a Super Bowl, you've played for 3 NFL teams. You've got a pretty hefty resume behind you.
Yeah, you know, fortunate, you know, to bounce around and chase my dreams, you know, and get a lot of awards in between. So yeah.
So who is your favorite NFL team now? You play for the Colts, the Bills, and the Redskins. Do you have a favorite NFL team now?
No, I have favorite players. Like
Okay.
I was Dion one. Any team he was on when I was a kid, like that's who I was. That was my favorite team.
Excellent. Okay. Now, I'm sure you're sick of being asked about Peyton Manning because you did play with him, but can you tell us something about Peyton Manning that we wouldn't know?
Yes, he has no other life than football.
I think we
Everything is
do
football.
know that. I would imagine that his locker is very organized and very tidy. Is that right?
Yeah, both of them are actually. He has
His two lockers?
Yeah, he has 2 lockers.
No way.
Yeah.
What does he have in the second locker?
Regular clothes, and one locker I guess is for practice and shoulder pads and things like
No
that.
kidding. Well, this is about you. This isn't about Peyton Manning. So, as we mentioned, the Minister of Defense was the last guy named Simpson to wear number 5. Do you have any nicknames we need to know about?
Yeah, Turbo.
Turbo.
OJ's better half.
Nice. That's a good one. You know what? I like Turbo. And I mean, you are, we've had a long line of very, very popular running backs here in Winnipeg. I don't know if you've heard the history. Charles Roberts was a longtime favorite. Fred Reed was a longtime favorite. So with a nickname like Turbo, that could really catch on. I really like that one. Is that the one you'd want us, all the fans, to go with?
Yes.
You like Turbo?
Yeah, I like Turbo. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I got it at Morgan State for
Nice.
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I think that would be easier for the fans to yell, "Go Turbo," than "Go OJ's other half" when they're watching you play football, right?
Yeah, I mean that's just you got to switch up the name like Puff Daddy said. You got to keep multiple names.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so what can you not leave home without?
Ooh, iPad, Dre Beats, phone, and a nice pair of Jordans.
Nice. See, I mean, all you guys are very technologically hooked up. I see that. You know, are you on Twitter?
No,
You're not. Okay, so you've got the iPad and all that, but you're not on Twitter. Why not?
No. Because a lot of players get in trouble with Twitter.
Yeah.
Saying things, and I don't want to.
Happened.
Yeah.
Fabuloso.
Yeah, so I don't want to mess up my, my identity like that.
All right. Well, we're going to close this out by asking you about any specific skills or talents that you might have that people wouldn't otherwise know about.
Well, phenomenal dancer. Phenomenal dancer.
Are you? Why don't you dance us out? Give us show us some moves.
I can't do it for free. You know what I mean? I'm past that level now. Like I used to do it for free.
All right. Well, then how about we leave it at this? You go get a touchdown and do a really creative touchdown dance, and it will be sort of for the Fabulous Blue Bomber Show. How's that for a deal?
We do cats. How about that? Cats.
I'm expecting better than that with that kind of build-up, Chad.
Hey, I mean, I'm telling you, y'all watch. It was going to be phenomenal. Like I said, phenomenal dancer.
All right, Chad Simpson, also known as Turbo. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
A musical moment with Jay.
Probably peed in you 1,000 times, and you've never let me down. Now trough, you've been a friend and a confidant, even though the only golden is the showers you take during each halftime break. You're a pal and a saint. Yeah, it's true what they say about heroes, they're made of steel. I'll admit you led to more than a few inadvertent wiener glances and trough. Please don't think I put the blame on you. It's only human to be curious, and now that you're leaving in 2013, I've only got 1 year left. find another favorite place to be. Find another favorite place to be. Find another favorite place to be. Find another favorite place to be.
Hi, I'm Mike Renault. When I'm not punting footballs, I'm here doing renovations. I actually have a nice little business card here handy that I've been circulating, so it's more for fun than anything, but you know, this is my first job as an entrepreneur in that regard, so who knows what can come out of it. I grew up in the trades all throughout high school and university as my summer job. I learned a new trade every summer. So I figured in my downtime in the off seasons, I'd put it to use and open up a company. Yeah, I bought a house in Charleswood. I was getting kind of tired of living out of a suitcase every 6 months, traveling back and forth from Ottawa. I wanted to make Winnipeg my home. This here, Doug Brown's basement, and it was a concrete jungle basically, concrete floors, concrete walls. So he wanted a bedroom, a bathroom, and a living space. Put up all the walls, drywalled them, sanded them, painted them, and now I'm working in the bathroom. Got him a nice little TV, recessed TV wall here for his entertainment system, an oversized door for the utility room, and it's getting there.
This was about close to 1,000 square feet of pretty much unfunctional storage area. It just had boxes and crap. You know, and the fact that I hired him to come do this actually forced me to clean this out. So now I'm gonna actually, I can have a little entertainment area, maybe we might have Mike build a bar, a little wet bar back here. There probably might be a hot tub, who knows. Mike's skills know no boundary or limitation really as far as I'm concerned. So as we go along here, I just say, hey, let's put some more stuff in. He's probably gonna be working on this for the rest of his career, actually, because we plan on developing and adding on to this. So he's gonna be busy for some time, but feel free to give him a call whenever I say he's done.
Mike, how was Doug Brown as a boss?
Well, you know, very similar to the way he's been as a teammate. Very demanding, very aggressive. You know, he likes things done a certain way.
Sam watches him when I'm away. I put Sam down here and he barks at Mike all the time. Anytime he takes a break, I've trained my dog to bark at Mike and nip him in the butt a little bit when he needs a pick-me-up. So he's a good guy.
This is true. This is true. For the most part, he's been out of my way. He offered to help every now and then. But he hasn't actually lifted a single piece of wood or done anything that he promised, so he wouldn't know which end of a hammer to pick up.
Kim, I'd like to say for the record, these hands can only destroy and harm and damage things. They cannot build. This is a way for me to get to know Mike better and learn and show people that he has more skills than just kicking a football. He is more valuable to our community than just being able to, you know, do something that anybody can do, kick a football, right? Now, I'm showing the other dimension of kickers. Oh, we got a place kicker and a punter in here doing something I could never do, you know? And so, yeah, it's really just a journey of garnering respect, I think, for special teams players, especially kickers, you know? And this just goes to show these guys are magic with more than just their feet, okay?
A musical moment with Jay.
It's a song about the sexiest section of all. Section S, you're the sexiest section of all. You're so much better than all the other letters. You're my favorite place to put my butt when I'm watching football. Used to be home to the beer snake, but that got out of hand, so they made a rule against it. Now all the drunk and disorderly students have had to find another way to have fun, so they jingle their keys. Yeah, I like this guy. That's awesome. And that guy just humped me. Section S, you're the rowdiest section of all. Right in the ear too, yeah. You pound the beers and eat the corn, and then you ride the pony, and then you yell stuff in this guy's ear, and I can't hear out of this side, so yeah, that guy too. And then you yell things at the other team's quarterback like, "Caviar, Bruce, you suck!" Section S, you're the section that I'll miss most of all. Eventually.
It's time now for the Rules Clinic.
How you doing? I'm Terrence Edwards.
This is Johnny Sears.
And today we're gonna focus on pass interference, something DBs say they never do.
Yeah, no pass interference here, man.
Okay, number one rule as a wide receiver is we never let the DBs touch us. But their job is to redirect us in our routes and try to not let us get the ball. So me and Johnny today is gonna show you some of the do's and don'ts. Okay, Johnny. The first thing we try to do here is I try to get away from Johnny, whatever kind of move, he's gonna press me, one hand or two hands. I try to escape, either way, as it goes, he's gonna run with me. Either way I break, Johnny's gonna be on my hip. And one of the things that we don't like to be physical. DBs try to get physical with us, try to redirect us, and throw our timing off. So, as we go, let's start over here, Johnny. Front of the line of scrimmage. I beat Johnny, as I always do. I'm running down the field. If I make a route, a pass interference is Johnny grabbing me and stopping me from going to where I want to go. That's the rules of pass interference.
And a do, you can grind them, force the issue, and so when he do break that way, we can lean into it and fall into the route. That's a do.
One of the rules is, they say the DB has a space, that he can have this space. So if I'm running at Johnny and he hits me, that's legal. They say the DB has a space that he can control, and I can't come in his space. If I do, he has the right to hit me. But if I come in his space and he hit me and the ball is in the air, that's a pass interference. But as long as it's not in the air, he has the right to hit me and do whatever he wants. What else we got there, Johnny?
How to play the ball in the air.
Okay. Just say we got a deep ball. I get outside, Johnny, we're jostling for position, we running. One thing that he can't do is pull me down here of my arm. They do it all the time. It don't get called, but it's illegal.
It doesn't happen.
That's a trick that the DBs do. So, as we running again, this is what he's trying to do. We arm fighting. That's illegal all the way down the field. They will never call that. Never call that. But, as you know, if the ball is incomplete, I'm gonna get up and scream pass interference, and he's gonna get up and waving no completion.
Don't leave out the push-off now. We got one more, the push-off. Every DB know about the push-off.
As we running, we jostling, and the ball in the air, and I do that.
Look, they would never call that, as you've seen before.
Little trick of the trade for all your receivers out there. Notice, I didn't do this. I did this, called a chicken wing. That would never be called. But if I do this, a stand on Johnny, that should be called by letter of the law.
It should.
But we know, sometimes it do, sometimes it don't.
Miss it looking.
And that's some of the rules of pass interference.
And folks, that was just a teeny tiny look back at what we've done this year on the Fabulous Blue Bomber Show on Shaw TV. We're so glad to have you along. Make sure that you still send us in your photobomb photos. What those are is your best fan photos, whether it be your dog, your kid, your friends, whatever it is. We want good, awesome, creative photos. And if you submit them, you have an opportunity to possibly win a Moxie's gift card. You can submit them on Facebook. You can send them to us on Twitter at FBBSWPG, or you can email them to us at fabulousbluebombershow@shaw.ca. And also watch for our trivia questions every week where we're giving out more prizes. So thank you to Jay Williams for coming out and shooting with me today while Rudy and Brody are on holidays. We will look forward to a brand new episode for you here next week. And don't forget to be in the stands here at Canada Stadium on the 16th when the Bombers are back home, because they need their 13th man. We'll see you next week.
The Fabulous Blue Bombers Show on Shaw TV. To see past episodes or contact the show, visit us online at shaw.ca/FBBS. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or email us at fabulousbluebombershow@shaw.ca.